When we initially said, when Dr. Krishna Sharan and his colleague Dr. Smita came to me saying that they would like to have an awareness program in and around Mangalore to the students, the first question was, is it going to be girls only? And I said, why girls only? The men have wives, the men have sisters, mothers, and unfortunately, men also can get breast cancer. And in men, it becomes very severe and it's much more dangerous than the female because men do not understand or do not realize that they have it. Prashant sir was telling a few years back about the program that was conducted of self-examination. Self-examination was taught to us also as a student and we thought it was a good idea. So I was wondering why self-examination is not being advocated now. Because nowadays they are finding very minute level findings and these things are missed when it is self-examination. So for that reason, if you feel any discomfort in the breast, you are asked to come to the hospital or to avoid any slips out of the patients or the persons, they have been asked to not to advocate self-examination, right? It's a good thing, but to know how to do self-examination, even though internationally no more self-examination is advocated, I still feel it's a good option for our community because we are very, including me as a doctor, I'm an anesthesiologist, I'm a clinical doctor, including me, I would find it very difficult to go to a doctor to the hospital for breast examination. Now we have a lot of female doctors, surgeons, and we do have obstetricians and gynecologists, but still the field of breast cancers, breast examination, breast diseases were in mostly men, the surgeons, and most of them were men. So there was an hesitation, there still is an hesitation. It's not in wars, it still is there. Hesitation to go to a doctor. And because of that, we find so much of loss of life. It's not just dying, okay? I have seen my own aunt suffering with breast cancer. She had a son-in-law as a doctor, daughter is a dentist, and her best friend's husband was a doctor. Her best friend's children were doing medicine, that's me, but she never showed to anyone. She went to a local Ayurveda medication, Vaidya, and they gave her some ointment. You know, when the breast cancer was detected in her, when it started fungating and oozing, and when her daughter came home, this was almost 3-4 months later, she realized her mother's sari was wet. So she asked, what happened? What did you pour on herself? So she said nothing. She tried to hide it, but then when forced, we realized it was already in a very, very advanced stage, and surgery and the medication for the same was traumatizing for her and for all the family. We lost her to breast cancer, and if you think that youngsters are not affected by breast cancer, please stand corrected. We have in our own institution young girls, hardly 21 years, who have been diagnosed with breast cancer. So it is always good to know and be ready to face the situation or to go for early treatment, early consultation, then go later when everything is lost, when it's gone into metastasis. I assume that most of you are science students, so I was assuming that you understand what is metastasis. That's the spread of the disease. It will be very difficult to handle the case. So it's always best to catch it early. The earlier the better, and then the treatment would be much more easier for you and your family members. I'm not indicating that it is you, for anyone, for any person who could have it. So it could be me, you, or anyone. And if you can make a change with having been made aware of the existence of this disease, it would be much better for us and our family members. With this, you have with you Dr. Krishna Sharan, who is a very gentle person and who's very empathic about what he wants to put across. So I hope you all benefit from his talk on awareness of breast cancer, and this being the last day of Breast Cancer Awareness Month. That doesn't mean that it stops from tomorrow onwards. Breast cancer will not stop. It aware that such and such thing is there. Tomorrow is Rajyosava. Does it mean our love to Kannada stops for tomorrow? It's not. It's the whole life. Once you are Kannadiga, you are Kannadiga. And we are people who convert other states also into Kannadigas, right? I hope the Kannadigas agree with me. Once you come to Mangalore, you are settled in Tulunadu. Tulu, Pura, Materla Tulu. Whether you know it or not, you will learn Tulu because we all talk to each other in Tulu. The same thing when you go out. So it doesn't stop. So breast cancer awareness doesn't stop today. It is a continuous process of keeping you aware and making sure that you understand what is the situation and you promote and send it out to the community. You are the contact person for us from the hospital, and you from here will go forward and spread the message around in the people, in your community, in your families and in your social gatherings. It's very important to make our people aware and to early diagnose the disease, to catch it very young. So we are trying to catch you very young before you grow up and get out of this situation, and the young mind is ready to learn. That is with the hope that we are coming out to you. And as usual, Mangalore University is something like a neighboring university for me. I was here for many programs from NSS side. I have come constantly for the programs here, so it doesn't feel strange. The only thing is the block feels different. I never came into this block. We used to have in the other place, so Madam Vinuta Madam was there at those times. So I hope you all benefit from this, and this awareness will go a long way in your life to create awareness in people around you. Thank you for having us from Justice Hegde Charitable Hospital. Even though it was a last moment thought that okay, why not ask Mangalore University, Prashant Naik sir was very enthusiastic, and we went ahead with this program. Thank you for inviting Justice Hegde Charitable Hospital to create this awareness in you. Thank you for having us here. This is from me as Medical Superintendent of Justice Hegde Charitable Hospital, and from Krishna Sharan, the department from